Hello everybody. So for my PBQ, I wanted my students to learn about poetry, and as you can see right here on the left hand side of my PBQ are all the different pages to help the students navigate easily through it. And this first page is the intro, and the intro page is just a brief overview of what the students are going to learn in the PBQ, and also I added a quote at the bottom by Edgar Allan Poe, and it says, "Poetry is a rhythmical creation of beauty in words." And so the next page is the tasks page, and this is just a small overview of what the students can look to be doing in the PBQ and the different roles that they will be playing. And there's only going to be 3 roles, which are the historian, the researcher, and the analyzer, and I go more into detail about those roles in the actual roles page. The next page is the directions, and I wanted the students to be able to understand it, and I wanted it to be very simple and as easy as possible for them to understand, so I made sure to break it up into 6 different steps. So the first one is at the top, and then the second one is a lot shorter because it's just about their different roles. The third step is right here, the fourth step, the fifth step, and then last but not least is the 6th step at the bottom of the page. So the next page in this PBQ is the materials, and it's very simple. All the students really need are paper, some pencils, access to the internet, a computer, and their creative mind, because I'm not only asking them for a presentation but also for a 1 stanza poem in the style of their poet that I will be assigning them. So the next page in this PBQ is the roles. So the first role is the historian, and they just have to look at the style of poetry that their poet has used and how it was used in that time. The next role is the researcher, and they have to look up the basic information about their assigned poet. And then lastly is the analyzer, and that student will look over the poem that they are assigned to and try to find the underlying message and figure out the figurative language in the poem as well. So the next page is the evaluations page, and it's pretty much the rubric of the whole PBQ, and I make sure to score the students on their Google document where they will be writing their original poem, the actual original poem, the research they do for their presentation, the actual presentation they show to their class, and lastly the confidence they have during that presentation. And then next is the conclusion page. So this will help the students to wrap up this whole PBQ, and I also added some reflection questions at the bottom so that the students can look back and figure out what they learned through this project-based quest. And the next page is the teacher page, and if teachers are interested in using this PBQ for their class, I just wrote a little blurb at the top of what I really wanted the students to learn through this whole process and project. And I also added the Common Core standards that this project goes through, just so that they know which ones they'll be able to see which ones they're using. And also if they have any questions, I added my email at the bottom, and I also make sure to tell the teachers that this project will take roughly a month and a half, and it's most effective if they use this project in 5th grade. And last but not least is the sitemap. So if the kids really do not understand how to navigate through this page, they can go straight to the sitemap, and they have all the pages listed right here, and it's just straight to the point. All they have to do is click on the page and they'll take them straight there. And that's about it. Thank you.